If you're going to start freelancing, set a goal, set a financial goal, and then sit down and do a budget. This is what this money is going to be for. Hi everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Bevonie. Thank you so much for clicking on that thumbnail or on that link that brought you here. So today I want to talk about the importance of budgeting as a freelancer. Now, of course, budgeting is important whether or not you're a freelancer. It's always wise to manage your money, know what you have to do each month. Every day that you're spending money, it's important to know what you need to do with your money and to know what you are actually doing with your money. I wanted to talk about budgeting for freelancers separately because I find that for many, one of the things that puts them off from freelancing is the security blanket that they have in terms of their traditional job. So at your traditional job, you're paid weekly, fortnightly, or monthly. And you know that especially if you're a salaried employee, you know that money is coming in. You go to work, you have your minimum duties that you do, and you go to work and you do them. And you know that paycheck is coming at the end of the month, unless all hell breaks loose. But so that's one thing. You have that security blanket because you know that the paycheck is coming as long as you show up and actually do the work that you're employed to do. Additionally, there are persons that through their job receive a number of benefits. So for example, health insurance, pension benefits, that sort of thing. You are attached to those things and you say to yourself, oh my God, when I become a freelancer, and this is also true if you become an independent contractor, an entrepreneur, anything at all that does not provide you a salary or does not provide you a structured payment, those types of things, a lot of people stay clear of because they want that security. Now, yes, as a freelancer, your income will fluctuate depending on how much work you put in, how much time you put in, what you're doing, what you're charging your clients, how many clients you have, all of those things, right? But at the same time, just because your workload or your work week is not going to be the same all the time doesn't mean that you cannot securely survive off of freelancing or as an independent contractor alone. And that is why budgeting is important. Now, I've said before, if you're new here and this is your first video, you wouldn't know, but I do have a traditional job and I am a website content writer. I also do some amount of copywriting, but I mostly just do website content writing. Now, in my traditional job, I am not salaried. I am commission paid, entirely commission paid, so I don't have no base. I do have benefits outside of my commission that I get monthly, and of course there's health insurance, right? So with my commission check from my traditional job, what I do is I budget that every month and I try my best to make all of my expenses fit into that. So as I said, I'm commissioned, so it's always different every month. It's not the same thing. I know what my needs are. So first, you plan out your needs. What are your needs? Needs are your housing, your utilities, your food, and transportation. Those things are needs, especially if you work outside the home now. You need to be able to get to work. You need to be able to feed yourself. You need to be able to feed your family. You need to be able to pay your rent or pay your mortgage, and you need to be able to pay your bills because you need lights, you need water, and you possibly need internet. Most of us need internet now because our kids are home, a lot of people working from home. So before now, internet for some people may not have been a need, but that's a need for most people right now. Yes, you find your needs, and that's what I do. I try to fit all of my needs into that paycheck. Then my freelancing paycheck, I primarily save. And then now the other things, my little wants, my little fun money, etc. Or It may be stuff that I need, but I don't need them right now, so I can plan for them with my freelancing money. But yeah, it's very important for you to do the same. So if, as I said, a lot of people don't go into freelancing because they're scared of the dynamics or the insecurity of not having a set paycheck to look forward to. But with proper planning and with budgeting, you can indeed, because I mean, if you're making enough money, you don't have to worry about health insurance provided by your employer, because you can put away a certain amount for your health emergency needs that may arise, and you can also get your own private insurance. No, somebody going to say, but private insurance expensive. I know that a couple of years ago you probably would not be able to get a month-to-month plan on your own directly from the insurance company, but I do know that you can now do that. I think you can get it from select banks as well, and the same thing goes for pension. You don't have to rely on your company's pension plan. A lot of the banks and financial institutions are offering pension plans, and you can do something that tailors to your need, to your income. NHT here in Jamaica, NHT is a compulsory deduction that's benefits us when we're ready to purchase our first home. And you may say, oh well, when I have in my traditional job, I'm contributing to NHT so I can buy a house. If I'm not doing that, I can't buy a house because when I have no NHT contributions. Incorrect. You do have the option to, hi birdie, the bird saying hi as usual. As usual, a bird has to say hi when I'm in here. Yes, so you can contribute to the NHT personally on your own. You just reach out to them and they will let you know the documents that you need and how they estimate how much you should contribute. In terms of proof of income, the company that I'm employed to is a big company, a big name, well known in Jamaica, and it's a part of a larger group of companies that also well known in Jamaica and in Caribbean. And because I'm commission paid, banks and other institutions that I might want to transact business with in terms of when you need credit for something, some type of credit arrangement, they will, if you're salaried, most often they request your last pay slip or the last three. In my case, as a commissioned individual, they request the past 6 months. Now, in the same way that you can do that as an independent contractor or freelancer, to the best of my ability, as long as you have a bank account that the money is going into, that is going to be your proof of income. So banks and financial institutions will accommodate you with whatever it is that you're trying to achieve once you have that income, that proof of income in terms of the money is going into your bank account. So really and truly, there is nothing to deter you from freelancing. If you have the time and you have a skill that you can monetize, there are clients out there that's looking for people like you. You just need to be where they're at so they can find you. If you think that freelancing is for you, you just have to, in the previous video, I talked about the 3 Ds. So when you start freelancing, set a goal. What is it that you want this money to do? As I said, most of my income that I get from freelancing goes to savings, and then the rest of it is really fun money. Of course, there might be months when I'm going to need some of it to back up my other income to take care of my needs, especially now that I'm going to be paying a mortgage soon. I mean, the past 3 months I have been I put the standing order in place, so the mortgage is coming out. So I'm trying my best to get used to this big chunk of my money coming out of the check that my commission check. And so hopefully by the time I actually start paying the mortgage, I would have settled into this new kind of lifestyle and will not be missing anything, if that makes sense to you. So I would urge you to just decide, what are your goals? What do you need this additional income for? And set a budget. You want to save more, you want to pay off debt, you need extra income because you're not able to make ends meet at this moment in time, and you know that you need $20,000, and you know that now that the kids are home, the electricity bill going up, everybody's home, everybody working from home, electricity bill going up, you need that extra income to cover the electricity bill, you need that extra income to cover the water bill, you need that extra income to cover the food, because now everybody eat more food, every minute somebody hungry, you know, that sort of thing. Lay out what it is that you really want to achieve financially. What do you want to achieve from going into freelancing? Yeah? What you want to use the money to? Find that out and set out a plan. I think I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do a video. I spoke about how I save most of my money. I'm gonna do a video about sinking funds, because I do sinking funds because they help me. Initially, when you start, if your aim is to use the money for something specific or to have money for emergencies or something like that, initially you're not going to have all the money that you need. But if you save a little bit over time, then say give it a year, by next year you know that you have this money. You said that you wanted to have $100,000 next year, them time here in 12 months time, you know, so that $100,000 that is just for medical expenses. So that is over there. If you want to have $50,000 as a little buffer for your car maintenance, you know, say you're not gonna have the $50,000 next month when you just started freelancing, but you can over time take small steps, and by next year this time you have that money. So that, and then this builds a foundation for you, so that when things arise, you don't have to be jumping into the little money why in your account. You know, if you jump in your food money because your baby sick and you have to carry them go to a doctor, and then you have to go fill the prescription, and no, you not have no food money, and you not get paid till 2 weeks from now. You understand? So I think I'm gonna do another video about that, about how to save using sinking funds, because even if you're not a freelancer, even if you don't have no extra money like that's coming in, like from a second job or a side hustle, if you can find room in your income to save a little bit of money every pay period, then you can definitely start putting money away in small amounts and build up these little saving funds, and then you don't have to worry about the security blanket that your job provides. Am I sending you to go and quit your job? No. If it is that you have a full-time job and you can manage to freelance on the side, by all means do the two of them. One of my major clients, the lady that interviewed me for him, she's actually Jamaican. And in the interview, of course, you know, them asked that question, so tell me a bit about yourself. I hate that question. I hate interviews, by the way. All right. Yeah, so, and I was telling her that I've been freelancing for 10 years, and she's like, wow. She's Jamaican, so, you know, we kind of did go off track with the interview. The client is American or Canadian, I don't remember, but she works for him. And she said she started freelancing 3 years from the time that I did the interview. She had started freelancing, and she said she finally quit her job, and she now works at home, from home, and her husband still works outside of the home, but it provides the flexibility that they need for their family and for their family dynamic. And she was surprised that I've been doing for 10 years and I'm still working outside the home. There have been times intermittently when I was not working outside the home, when freelancing was all I had. But as I said, there are things that I like about my job, and the flexibility is one of them. I really don't have a need. If it becomes that I have a need to, I would not hesitate to just do freelancing alone. Anyhow, guys, I'm here rambling. And that is not the point of the video. The point of the video is that if you're going to start freelancing, set a goal, set a financial goal, and then sit down and do a budget. This is what this money is going to be for. That if you're going to start freelancing, set a goal, set a financial goal, and then sit down and do a budget. This is what this money is going to be for. And I will talk about sinking funds in another video. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video so you don't miss out on anything. All right, thank you so much for spending this time with me, and you'll see me in the next one.